Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Look, my hair's really disheveled today, but it's hilarious. All right, so welcome everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Super sunny here in New Zealand. I'm talking about mad, crazy sunny. It's very cool. We're enjoying it. It's going to be great. And you've got all the people out there just getting ready for 2026. I mean, it's going to be an absolute banger. It's going to be a banger and mash and bangers and mash. I don't know, something like that. So it's going to be pretty amazing, guys. Get excited. We've got so much good stuff. I'm going to be showcasing some of the bullish things coming up in a few days. But we've also got, obviously, a Pulsechain expansion today with LibertySwap having started the deployment yesterday and now looking to go live after deployment's finished today with USDC. It is a big deal. So we're going to check that out too. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Coin Mafia. It's been delayed a little bit because they're adding a few extra bells and whistles. So that's given you more time to join up to the Telegram group. We'll share that in a minute. We've obviously got the monster thread. Woo! So a big shout out to Envious Crypto, the editor-in-chief, and of course the promotional leader of the Crypto Night Show, rocking it to 36 weeks, guys. The hottest Pulsechain news, so we're going to talk about that too. We're going to get into a few of the project teams that are inside that monster thread as well, including True DeFi. Look at their results at the moment. So big shout out to the team there. What else? We're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully, we're going to look at the crypto markets and the stock market as well. So there's a bit of everything, guys. So hope you guys enjoy the updates of the markets. You guys know we just really like to deal with the alpha and get and ignore the beta. Ignore the beta there. So let's kick into gear. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Unity in the house there. LFG, let's go. Absolutely great to see you in the house. We got Sean O'Malley as well. Good morning, all. Up only, Sean. Up only. And we got Serge in the house there reposting. Big shout out there. Appreciate that. In fact, don't forget to repost the show out. That helps a lot. Not just for my show, but also for any other show that you like. So always helps there. Share show on X. The only reason why I remind people is because people, they forget. They're watching the show and they're not thinking about it. But it does help a lot there. So get out there and repost the show. There we go. And Serge is leading the way. Check Soto. Was it Soto out? Says Unity. Well, we'll see where that pops up on the charts. We'll see. Remind me later. All right. So that's the play. Let's get into it and start with the stock market there and see how we got on with that. So let's plow on to that. All right, so we've got the stock market today. S&P 500 is Monday, of course, opening up for the new year, really, because everyone's starting to come back from their holidays. So we should start to expect some action moving forward. S&P 500 Dow hit record close as tech gains offset the Fed jitters. Now, as you saw, Jerome Powell there being what the Department of Justice is after him for all those billions of dollars they're spending on that Fed building renovations. I think there's a couple of them, and just extravagant. So we're going to see with all the ads. The Dow Jones right now is up 1/5%, 86 points to 49,590, heading towards the 50,000, guys. Your 401ks have got to be looking juicy. That's all we can say, juicy. I don't know where that came from, but it's out there. We got the S&P 500 as well, up almost about the same amount, 1/5%, 11 points to 6,977, and the Nasdaq there up 1/4%, 62 points to 23,733. Those are your headline indices there. We've got the dollar at the moment sitting at 98.68, so down a little bit today, but has strengthened a little bit. Let's go to the commodities. West Texas at the moment up 1.25%, 73 cents to $59.67. Brent oil up tad as well, up to $64.31. Gold at the moment, wow, gold, come on, guys, $4,608, and that's not even the high, apparently. The intraday high was, 4,633, and that's just having an extension there. Look at that, all-time highs, guys. In the old gold. Look at that max chart. If you guys can see that, I think you guys can. Look at that max chart. Look at that. It's insanity. Where's all these high pictures coming from? I have no idea, but it's insanity. This is what happens when you get record level markets. We've got the silver as well. That's up 7%, $5.80 to $85. And as you guys look at that chart, guys, look at that chart. Insane. That's insane. That's crazy. We're going to have a lot of high pictures today because apparently everything is going through the roof right now. And that wasn't me screaming because I just saw a spider, and I just did saw a spider. Damn spiders. Die, spider. Go away. Go. Hopefully it stays away from me. That's all that counts. Spider. I've got spiders in the house. Sean O'Malley's reposted. A big shout out there. Appreciate that. Up only. Let's go. Let's go there. And you can check out Up Only on the old pump tires, apparently. There's an Up Only token trading. I'm watching that spider. Spider's got me on my tensions now at the moment. All right. It's like this big. It's like, no, I'm just kidding, but it's pretty scary. Let's hope that it stays away. All right, so we got we got spiders. No, but seriously, we got silver at the moment, just absolutely crushing it. Look at that, Richard. Like I said to you guys, it's it's from $75 onwards. It's really a time to DCA out. I know there's a lot of stuff, articles about supply shortages and all this and that, but look at that chart, guys. Look at the chart. Let's go to the yearly on that one, and that is it right now. So we are expecting to go higher, probably to maybe even to 125, maybe plus. But it's definitely in that range to start, inching some profit, especially if you were some of the guys that bought it down when we were covering it at $18 and stuff. Remember, so just take note. You do your own due diligence, of course, but when you get the silver fever or the gold fever, sometimes you think, oh, it's going to go up and up and up forever. They don't go up forever, right? They don't go up forever, even with relative the supply constraints. And we will have a big demand for silver with electronics and all the boom that's going. But it's definitely in that range to begin to do that. So food for thought there. The gold fever gets everybody, right? Not everybody, but a lot of people. So you gotta be there, and it happens in cryptos too. All right, so let's jump over to the any news here. Powell, of course, the chair of the Fed Reserve, is under criminal investigation relating to the Senate Banking Committee testimony, and of course that's the renovations for the Fed office buildings. This new threat is not about my testimony last June or about the renovation of the Fed Reserve, says Chairman Powell. Sounds like Chairman Mao, doesn't it, Chairman Powell? This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions. Well, we know how bad a job they've done with that, right? They've done a pretty crap job. Remember some of the famous ones that they were. We don't really see inflationary pressures, and so they all moved late, and then they moved at rapid pace, record level pace, and now they're moving too slow. So it's crazy, guys. Crazy. These guys are crazy. If they had the interest rates down about another percentage point, we're going to indications that we will get that 6% GDP growth, right? So it's a whole percentage point of GDP at stake, which is I can't remember how many jobs that is, but it's a lot. Or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation. Obviously, Powell they're deflecting that to the Trump administration. All right. So that's pretty much where we are. We also got the December CPI inflation. Busy week of economic data is headlined by the release Tuesday of Consumer Price Index for December. This is really key, right? Because we've got the Fed meeting coming up soon, which is expected to show headline consumer inflation remaining steady, while core CPI is expected to have risen slightly. So if we do get any better than expectations, that bodes well for the interest rate cut pressure, although January is not looking likely at this moment. But those are the key numbers. Beyond the CPI reading, we're going to get the Producers Price Index and the retail sales data and a host of other stuff on tap this week. So a lot of inflation data stuff, guys, that's going to lead into the interest rate review. Pretty crazy. We also got banking season reports kicking off with the earnings season. That's going to be pretty interesting. Always a general health of the economy. And then, of course, we've obviously got gold surging way higher. Pretty exciting there. So gold on the move. So pretty cool. Let's jump over to the Fed rate monitor and see what the expectations are around interest rate cuts. 2 weeks and 1 day and 20 hours to go. And we've got the important inflation data out this week. We got 4.6% expecting a rate cut, and that's it. So it's gone down from about 17%. It's almost down to zero. So we're down about 5% right now. Let's see if these inflation data surprises to the upside and we get a bit of a reversal on that. It'll be interesting. But of course, Jerome Powell there, probably now that he's got the DOJ after him, going to be even more resistant to rate cut probably. All right, now he is expected to leave office in May. We are going to have a new nominee, and we've got a couple of really top candidates from Trump. And these guys are supply-side economists, so they're looking to expand supply, and then that keeps inflation down from a goods point of view, and also a dovish on monetary policy, meaning interest rate cuts and appropriate monetary expansion. So that's kind of where we are. Let's go into the next section, which is the crypto markets. So we're only 2 weeks and one day and 20 hours to go until the Fed meeting. Let's hope for good inflation data this week. Let's get into the next topic, which is going to be the crypto majors. Let's see how that goes. We're going to go to the big screen. The big screen. Now I have enabled something called Jules. I think it's called on YouTube. Let me know if you guys see that. Let me know in the chat if you see the Jules button. Apparently, Jules is activated. So I got hit up by YouTube with that Jules there. So if you like what you're seeing on the show, you can give some Jules. I'm not really sure how it works, but it's apparently there. If you're signed, I guess you have to be signed in, and you have to have some Jules. Have to have some Jules. So let me know if that's if you've done that and you got a Jules button there showing up in the chat, just so I know it's working. Let us know. All right, let's get into it. So we got the total market cap right now, 3.193 trillion, and it's up 0.5%. And obviously, crypto is the most innovative financial markets in the world, but we're still the most lowest value. It's crazy stuff, really. 3.193 trillion, but we are up 0.5% today. We got Bitcoin at the moment at $91,250, up 0.8% today. So Bitcoin looking kind of nice. Ethereum at the moment down 0.3% at 3,100. Look, Ethereum's going to be a trickster. It's going to be absolutely incredible this year for Ethereum. So these values are nice entry prices. Obviously, do your own due diligence, etc. Not financial advice, but looking pretty damn good. XRP at number 4 is up down 0.4%, $2.05. BNB at number 5 is up 0.4% at $905. Solana at number 6 is up 0.9% at $139. Tron at number 8 is up 0.1%, just below 30 cents. And Doge there at number 10 is down 0.1% at 13.7 cents. So those are the marks there. And Philohalic is still flipped to Cardano, and Cardano not reprising there. Now, we got Charles Hodgkinson did an interview with Corey Costa. So well done to Corey Costa for doing an interview again. I think it's the second interview he's done. But Charles Hodgkinson there making a comment that we're gonna address in a second. With some of the market information coming up or key dates coming up in a minute. We've got MVS Crypto in house there. Good morning, Super. Good morning, Crypto MVS. Of course, the editor-in-chief of the Monster Thread. Now, if you want any promotional support, your team out there, hit up Crypto MVS on X. Just send him a DM or hit him up on the Telegram group there, and he can help you out there. So there are very few promotional options on the Pulsechain and crypto community. So we pretty much offer the best cost-effective output, and it's so good. It's 3-to-1. It's 3-to-1 compared to a next best competitor, and there are only a couple of other people out there offering promotional services for your team. So it's one thing building the greatest product in the world, but you've got to get it out to your market. You've got to get it out to the people. So just take note of that, and that's a very important function in society. And as long as it's not no propaganda, then it's good. That's good, right? So there we go. Let's jump away from that. That is the markets right now in the terms of the top 10. Best performer is Solana, up 0.9%, followed closely by Bitcoin. Best performer over the last week has been Tron, up 2.6%. Looking at the top 100, we've got Story IP. It's sitting at number 100 at the moment. It's up 40%. Monero is up 37%. We've got MYX Finance up 24%. Polmatic there up 22%. And Cosmos Hub or Atom there up 6.4%. Those are the top 5 in the top 100. Looking at the top 1,000, we've got Dolomite, Palladium Network, and Railgun. Those are the top performers. Interesting to see Railgun there. And then trending, we've got Monero, Dolomite, and Lighter there at the moment. So we're seeing a bit of the battle of the privacy coins, and we're going to talk about that with LibertySwap because obviously that's the big deal happening on Pulsechain right now. And privacy is going to be increasingly valued by the decentralized market and penalized by the centralized markets, right? So centralized exchanges will probably be coming under pressure with stablecoin. That any product that offers privacy, as opposed to because of regulators in certain countries that don't like it because they can't control you. They don't like it. They want to get that control. So yeah, that is where we are right now. So keep a lookout for that. It's going to be an interesting battle between those two forces. But of course, DeFi will price it up. Monero there, looking at number 1. All right, so total overall, we're up 0.5%, 3.19 trillion. Bitcoin there holding up pretty well at 91,234, and that is green today. Ethereum let's say consolidating at 3,100. All right, so that's the mark there. We got some updating upcoming dates. These are very important. And we've got upcoming dates here. We've got big week ahead for crypto holders. We got 12th of January, US market opens. Let me just scroll that up a little bit. US market will open after Trump pal there. So we obviously saw that already, and we had a green market. So pretty cool. The market didn't seem to care too much about the pal part. And then on the 13th of January, we've got CPI and core CPI data, which we just talked about. That's huge. That's going to be a big deal. And we've also got the 14th of January there, the Supreme Court rulings on Trump tariffs, PPI and core PPI releases. So we've got obviously the economic data there coming out, producers price index and the core producers price index there. That's kind of the wholesale, the factory gate sort of prices. And so that, the CPI, the retail stuff there. But this is the most important one, actually, in many ways. So this is important for interest rates, but this is really the key one here because, tariffs have been emergency use of tariffs. And so, that money has been accumulated, right? So that is also going to help fund the government and all the rest of it. Talking about removing direct taxes and all sorts of things, doing airdrops to taxpayers and all sorts of stuff. So, and of course, the biggest thing is reordering the world economic order using tariffs. And so, obviously, I think that's probably mostly in his favor, but that's one of our short-term risks. We've got all the big long-term bullish things, but we do have about 3 or 4 short-term, negative things. So that would be one of them. Now, obviously, the Trump administration have got other tools to try and reclaim that money, but doesn't help them with world trader order stuff. They have to use other tools for that. This is the easiest one to do, right? This is the big one. So that's kind of where we are right now with that. The 15th there, we've got another big piece of news, the Senate vote on Clarity Act. So that's coming up. And this is a big deal. And I think it was Charles Hodgkinson saying that the crypto czar should basically resign if this doesn't get pushed through. But I think it's looking pretty good. And, it's going to help structure the crypto market as well moving forward. I think non-custodial activities and all things like that. So also going to get rid of a lot of bad potential activities as well. So that's coming up on the 15th. So we've got huge news this week, guys. And so it's kicking us off for the crypto move. And, of course, hopefully it all goes in our favor. So lower inflation, positive Supreme Court ruling, and a positive clarity vote, and game on. It's just more fuel to the fire, baby. And that's all we can say. Don't I say baby? Yeah, I did. Sorry about that. I apologize. baby. Oh, never mind. you Bieber fans out there, you Bieber fans. We've got Super Snake in the house there. Good morning, friends. Good to see you, Super Snake. Thanks for saving me from that one. I was about to go down the rabbit hole. There we go. So that's some big news coming up, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get into it one more time. Baby, damn it. I was trying to get out of that. But we're going to go into the goalposts and have a look at Pulsechain. So Pulsechain is rapidly heading towards 1,000 days, and it seems to be coming really fast. I don't know about you guys. Not the first 976 days, but heading towards 1,000 days. So Pulsechain, a full system stake fork or copy of Ethereum, 10th of May 2023, and then, of course, launched a couple of days later on the 13th of May 2023, and here we are 976 days later. So let's have a look at the chart and see where we are at right now. So we got Pulse at the moment, quadruple 016. We're having a little bit of a push to the upside, but no, we've been denied. Now we're down 3.35%. Obviously, the crypto market generally is pretty flat. We got Pulsex at the moment is at quadruple 124, down 4.3%. And we've got the buy and burn has just hit 8.4%. So the Pulsex buy and burn, excluding the OA accounts, is 8.4%. Ink token at the moment, 62 cents. We've got Hex on Pulsechain down 4.8%. I can't believe the price is just amazing there at 2800th of a penny. And then eHex has lost that zero. Remember yesterday? It is at 00093. So if you thought you had missed the eHex volume, you can buy that today. And the combined price of eHex and PX is sitting at 3700th of a penny. So there we go. Another little discount on the markets there with the old Pulsechain. Not broken out quite yet to the upside. But yeah, maybe soon. We've got big news coming up this week, right? Gas prices. We've got 362,000 beats right now. And we've got 2 tenths of a penny for a Pulsex swap. So, it's pretty normal business there. Validators 52,375, big jump there. That's what 450 validators, something like that, 440 validators increased today. So big news there. I don't know whether that's one of the big leaders there, Vouch or Pulse or PlusX. It could be Validator X, right? That is on the move right now. So yeah. I was thinking about doing a show on James Maria. What do you guys think? I haven't really touched much on that, but I thought we could do maybe just go through a bit of history of his tokens and stuff like that, and deep dive together. And I'm sure many of you may have heard stuff about that. Let me know in the chat if that's something that would be interesting to you. All right, so 52,375 is at the moment, and let's jump over to the bridge. The bridge right now, 79.3 million. So we did pop over 80 million yesterday, remember? That was the first time for some time. We just popped below again today. So we're pushing generally to the upside. We have seen that the net value over the last, I think, 5 or 6 days has been pretty positive. I think we'll see that in the monster thread in terms of net stuff coming through. And of course, we have funny things like EHEX in here, right? So EHEX is bridged in, but it violently moves the bridge value around, right? Currently at the moment, it's just below 9.9 million. But we'll come back to that in a little while. All right, so that is pretty much the overview there. Let's get to the volumes. 5.6 million volume, so still down very low. We're getting used to this $4.5 to $6.5 million volume stuff, but we want to get back to 20 million, 30 million plus, 50 million, 60 million. Let's go. You know what I mean? But even at this level, we're still doing around, I don't know, let's just round it. We're still doing around $2 billion a year in volume on the exchanges, right? Excluding the balance of forks, we're still doing pretty decent volume from that point of view. Well, it's decent if you're in an LP pulse, right? That's probably, if you're not, then it's not like it's like a wild swing party, and you had too much bad stuff to have. We got Super Snake says, please everybody here have some dry powder ready just in case we get a dump in the next few weeks. So there we are. There's a view that we may get a negative down cycle there from maybe some bad news and things like that, or some bad whales. All right, there's always the downside, right? So, but we're looking positive for 2026 ourselves. So let's have a look here. At the moment, we've got dump tires up 47%. Now, this has got the staking V4 that they launched right on the website. We looked at that yesterday. 0008 right now, up 48%. Let's have a look at that chart, see how it's looking. I know that Joshua Wu was, commenting on it. Looks like we've got a big amount of volume today, 33K on this retail play, and got pumped all the way up to 1/1200th of a penny is now at the 0008. So 8,000th of a penny, I guess is the right way. 8,000th of a penny. How often do you use those sort of things back from school? Normally people in the real world don't really use that, but because we have so many damn zeros, in crypto, we have to get used to that sort of stuff, right? To recalculate. We got Adzilla there in the house there, up 21%, been around for a day. And it's got these cool little circle thing. Look at it, it rotates around. I'm surprised this is not used a lot more, these little animations. Maybe people just don't know how to do them. But little animations there. It's kind of catchy with the old froggy. But this is up as well. I don't know who's launched this, so not endorsing it at all. But does it have any description? It does have a bit of a description there. I guess you could try and search it on X, and you might be able to find whoever's launching it. So there we go. Don't know whether it's the pump tires as well. Probably is, but check that out. Now, CDI, right? CDI here. So for those that are in the PDI camp, PDI to $1, and of course, we're thinking about people like 99 Capital and stuff like that. CDI compound, apparently there's been some activity there. Was it with the Dow? I think Dow holders something, but that's up 11.5% today. Are we going to see anything? All these theories, first it was Maker, and now we've got Compound to save the day. Will Compound save the day for the Maker? And of course, obviously LibertySwap as well with layer 0. That was another approach to PDI to $1. So are we going to, any of these approaches to PDI to $1 going to make it? Let me know in the chat. Come on. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are. Power to the people, all that good stuff. So that's kind of where we are right now. We're at 9 zeros, 8,700 right now on the old CDI. That is the daily. It's not the weekly because it's been around forever. Probably should go to monthly, right? But anyway, we had some big sell-off there way back. So that's kind of where we are right now. And check out 99 Capital if you want to see his commentary on some movements there. So there's a big flow chart, right? Big flow chart of how that might work with arbitrage of PDIs below $1 or above $1, and how the compound mechanism would work there with some of the derivative tokens, right? So There's a whole setup for that. Go check out 99 Capital. Watch that theory play out. 3 theories at least running around. Is there 3? Let me 3. Maybe there's 4. I think there's 4 theories actually. I guess we could bring in the James Maria into that too. But here we are. That's where we are. So we'll keep a lookout for the old CDI. Bria just pipped the CDI, guys. So Bria is getting excited because, of course, Coin Mafia is coming up. But really, the big ones for Bria is going to be Coinwell and Coin Naki. So those are the ones we're expecting to really be the big pump. But Bria is number 3 today. Just popped into number 3. And let's have a look at the chart. Looking pretty good, actually. Almost at 4,000. Testing that level again. The RSI a little hot on the daily. But let's go to the MS. Let's go to the pulse ratio. And see how that's going. Very nice indeed. 24, 27. This is what I said it was yesterday. Remember 25? And then the Hexavator quite correctly corrected me and said it was 22. I did have 22 in my mind, but I went with the 25. It is almost 25 today. So maybe that was a prophecy of the future or something like that. So there we go. We're up 22. So it's got a bit of room in the RSI too. We'll see whether it can break ahead there. The recent high was 30 pulse per Bria. So it's definitely on an uptrend and only good stuff to come. So I don't know, this chart's probably only going to be up and to the right. But once again, not financial advice, do your own due diligence, all that good stuff. All right, so that is your Bria. I don't know whether Jen will like me going Bria, but it just sounds fun. And I know Jen likes fun, so that works well. We got Solid X right now is up 1.6%, sitting at 46 cents, making a little bit of a silent move there. Obviously, we know that Firewhale said that he was pretty much off to focus on his real world businesses, then bring capital back in, as I think is the plan. And he's going to do things a bit differently with allegiances and things like that coming up. But we'll keep an open eye on that. And he's been making comments again on X, which is nice to see there as well. So we'll keep an outlook for some of Firewhale stuff. We got Phoenix at the moment up 1%, 1.5%, number 6. Let's actually see how that's going, actually, because we haven't really looked at Phoenix too much. Just coming off the bottom at 0001, and now we're at 0003, 13 there. So what's that, 1300 thousandth? You almost need a list for it. 1300 thousandth of a dollar. This is getting crazy today. Shows it's crazy. Thinking of crazy, here's Faust Abdul. He's heading here for the tech. He's only here for the tech, but he's not. He's here for he's here for the what are you here for? here for the good times. Good times. Very nice. All right, we got Faust Abdul here. All right, let's get out. I don't know what's happening today, guys, but it's a crazy day. Crazy day on the live stream. What else there? Well, let's go down. We got PDC de Grey's making a little bit of a move here, and then surgical trainers as well. So there we go. That is the top 9 in green. Everything else is in the red. So not a great day on Pulsechain. So a buyer's day. Let's call it a buyer's day on the old Pulsechain. Let's scroll down and see some of the ones here. We got pump tires down here. We got Vouch down here. What else we got down here? We got saw some mini mill still hanging around. Thought this thing was supposed to be going to Solana. They've got that huge buy and burn treasury. It must be massive by now. Shame that Pulsechain's not going to benefit from a lot of that. A little bit of it, because obviously the longer it's here, they're probably still buying and burning, is my guess. I haven't looked at the buy and burn spreadsheet, but probably still the case. We've got the meme coins down here, Doubt token. We've got the Richard Cause. We've got the Top Hat. Top Hat was making a bit of a move yesterday. Let's have a quick look at that. We looked at the PCock price yesterday. I think this is the Pulse one. It made a little bit of a recovery, didn't it? Just a little bit of a tapering off right now. So one hopes that will zigzag back up. Crypto Coffee, of course, one of the biggest influencers in town in the Pulsechain community. We've got lots of Richard Cause there. Hex was making a bit of a move before, and that tapered off, didn't it? We've got Mafia down 5%, waiting for the full launch. That's getting pretty close. So it's got to be pretty there. Also 9mm down 5%, pretty much the profit taking maybe. That finished on the 9th, wasn't it? On the 9th, I think. So it's about 5 days ago. But also, obviously, Pulse down, right? So just moving. These dexes will move around with the Pulse trend. A Tropa James Maria. Yeah, I thought we might talk about James Maria there. I don't know. Maybe we get Fast Abdul on to talk about Tropa. I don't know. He probably has a pretty good background and understanding the James Maria system. But I thought we might get into that a little bit more. The James Maria charts are still looking pretty good. So it'd be interesting. What else we got? Going? We got PC de Greys up 7% right now. So let's have a quick look at PC de Greys. Obviously, the first DAO token, one of the heavyweights we would say on the Pulsechain. one of the biggest communities. And at 0001400 right now, so made a little bit of comeback, holding here nicely actually. So this is looking pretty positive, I would say. The weekly's got plenty of room in the RSI. The daily, not so much, just coming down a little bit there. What will it might bounce? Might bounce pretty close. I mean, we might be too far away here from a bounce. If it holds a bounce at 60 on RSI, that'd be pretty cool. That might get down to maybe just below 1400, maybe 1350 or something. We'll see. But if it can hold that, then maybe even if it comes back to 1300, let's say 1300 and bounces from there, that'd be pretty nice, I think, for the older PDC the Greys. What else there? We got PCock, of course, just coming down from its highs. The RSI was overheated on the old PCock, so probably not surprised. And of course, this slight delay, I would say, in the launch. We're supposed to launch yesterday, but they started deploying yesterday, is what they said. And so it's going live today. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But that is the chart right now. And of course, it's giving a breather, actually, probably a needed breather for the RSI. So the RSI went to the top here, right? So it was 2.2 cents. And you can see it topped out in the RSI. That's why the RSI is your best friend. If you only use one indicator, RSI is your friend, right? Because it can tell you whether you're buying tops or bottoms. And if you want to hold it longer while RSI is hot, that's up to you. Sometimes they do remain hot because there's good news happening, and it just depends on what you're looking at, really. But generally, a good indicator there. And you can see the RSI coming down here on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is kind of trading view. I don't know how many traders we have on Pulsechain, but generally the traders view here. And it's down at 44 right now, down at 44. So really nice little consolidation there, allowing it to go back up to the upside. Let's see how that translates into the daily. Well, the daily here is coming down to 62, and we've got this launched later today. So I don't know. Let's say if it comes back down to about 60, that'd be a bit further down, but it's currently sitting at 1.8 cents. So we've got a little bit of support, maybe just a bit lower at 1.7. So we'll see whether it holds 1.7. But with the big news coming out, and then of course that puts us RSI a bit of a breather, 80.63, which means that we can kind of bounce. Let's say we get down to 60, we can kind of bounce back up for the good launch there. Because arguably it's having a bit of correction before the news comes out. So the weekly there sitting way down here at 61. So we've got plenty of room for another step up high here for the old PCock there. All right, so that is kind of where we are. Now, remember, they're going to be opening up new stablecoins. We're going to look at that in a minute. What else is down at the moment? We've got some of the trifecta for PCock is Zero Trust and Zendog. They're down about 10, 11%. SCADA from Nuke the Supply is down 12% right now. Zero Trust is also, that's part of the same family there. Unity from Cryptographics, who we just interviewed the other day. Great interview. Check that out. Really, really good. They got collaborative staking coming. Very excited about that. There's multiple solutions that could come with the collaborative staking. I think there's a whole new world there for DeFi. Pretty awesome. So imagine unifying people in DeFi. That's quite something, right? That's quite something. 13% on the old Unity. P-Tiger, which was up really nice yesterday, is obviously coming off the back of that successful X-Space and gun video. Richard Hart responding to that, creating a bit of excitement. That is still in the range here. It's tapered off a little bit there, was making a bit of comeback. Very important that it holds this kind of range here and here. I guess the bottom of that range would be 2100, but if it got down there, you'd be a bit worried. You probably wouldn't really want it to go below 25, so 2500th of a penny. It's just keep riding the momentum, so keep a lookout for that. And then we've got World's Greatest PDI printer down 16% right now. So that is a PDI. And that is down 60%, so it's $1.20. I'm not sure which one we should look at. Let's look at this one here, the DAI. And made a bit of a comeback on the price there, down $1.02, $1.20 at the moment. So that is the old G Web Chef stuff. All right, so that is an overview of the top 100 here trending right now. So not much happening. If you're in Dump Tires or Adzilla or Bria, not too bad of a day for you. All right, let's jump over to the big news and LibertySwap. Before we do that, though, let's get into some of the comments. We're gonna kick it into gear. Here. Valiant says, I have heard Kevin Hassett say that Trump tariffs will stay in effect even if the Supreme Court does not rule in favor of Trump. There is a plan A, plan B, plan C to keep tariffs game on. Yeah, I believe that was the case. I did hear a little bit about that, and it was Kevin that was saying it. But what you're saying is even a more expansion on what he said in the interview that I saw. So very cool, yeah. they do have alternatives there. So let's see. It's too pivotal, right? Because tariffs use those emergency tariffs there to reorganize the World Trade Order. The first time we've really seen that since the 1980s. And of course, the 1980s was the first time we saw that from the gold standard and Bretton Woods and all that back, what was it, 1930s or something. So, yeah, pretty big deal. All right, so let's get into it. Trump at the moment is kind of hopefully destroying the liberal world order. Liberal world order was, of course, taken over by the progressive world order, which is a nightmare. And we're facing that in New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Europe, UK. I mean, the whole West is under slaughter right now. And we've got the worst, most evil people leading our countries. I mean, these people are pathetic. And Trump's really the last man standing to save the West. Fortunately, he's the president of the United States, which is easily the most powerful country, and not only in the West but in the world. And but he's doing a lot of things. We just wish that was happening faster, because we've got the progressive world order pushing back, trying to destroy the West, and we've got time is ticking. Right, time is ticking. The hourglass is going. The world. What's the old one there from? Wizard of Oz? Willy Wonka. The world. He's in that. Remember, he's in the boat and he starts singing that crazy song. A bit like that. That's exactly what it's like. Go watch that little scene. You'll know what I mean. That's kind of what we're in at the moment. It's like we're all in that boat. It's pretty crazy. All right, so there we go. Let's move on. And let's get into it. So we got LibertySwap, of course, is really leading the frontier of Pulsechain, expanding it massively. Let's zoom in on this, and hopefully you can see all that. So how does that look? Yeah, it's much better. So we've got good morning from Pulsechain community from LibertySwap. Now, people have been theorizing who's the team LibertySwap. Who the heck are they? Some people saying, oh, it's Go Pulse, woo, boo boo. And then, but hey, look, I don't know. This might be tied into James Maria and Crypto Sparbook. Well, Crypto Sparbook's in the team. We know that much. He said it. Which is the first sort of indication we knew who was in the team. And of course, he's based in Europe there, Richard's territory. This could be some related to James Maria. Obviously, we know that Katie and the USDX team are related to that. We know they're also Better Bank, right? They've had some muted success with some of their products. We're still open-minded about where they're going to head with all that. They're obviously very smart people. They closed down the MakerDAO, all that sort of stuff. Maybe James Maria somewhere is involved with this. And so, yeah, interesting things, right? Who is this? Now, whoever's running the account is extremely positive, extremely capable, extremely all-round. So that the personality from the online feels a little different, like someone else is doing it. So I don't know. It's interesting who this could be. But we all know Crypto Sparbook's a pretty great guy. They did the Hex tours in Europe and America, remember, with A-Bit Hex and all that. Let's see where they head. They're certainly a very smart team, right, and able to do things very fast. So that's a little bit of a speculation there. But good morning, Pulsechain community. Our development teams continues to make solid progress. Starting January the 15th, 2026, 2 new engineers will be joining the team to further accelerate delivery. What are the connections here? What are the connections with this team? It's fascinating because they're just so clever. They're positive. They're doing marketing. They've got a global team. We know that much. So that was dropped as well. Is this a Richard satellite team? Is this a Richard James Maria satellite team? Is this the base team? What is this team? Right, that's the questions people are asking. And of course, we only have a few Blues Clues, right? Anyway, 2 new engineers will be joining the team to further accelerate delivery. LibertySwap and ZAKX wallet are nearing launch. So those are obviously we're looking forward to. This is a huge expansion of Pulsechain at the frontier of DeFi too. I mean, these guys are really doing some great solutions. USDC on Railgun private ETH mainnet is scheduled to go live today. That's very exciting. We're looking forward to that. And we're just a day behind. Not a day behind in the sense they said that they were deploying yesterday. I don't know whether it's what that means exactly, but generally it means that they're normally supposed to be running some contracts. But anyway, we're here today. We got Yoda in the house there. Great stream, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate that indeed. Thank you so much. Hey, let me know in the chat there because I activated jewels or something or whatever they're called. So let me know if you can see a button on there just to make sure if it's if you're signed in or if you got that because it's just be interesting to see whether that operates. If that's operating. What else there? We got USDC on Railgun Privacy ETH is scheduled to go live today, together with several additional updates. We know there was something extra about Ethereum as well. The team has been working throughout the weekend to ensure a stable and smooth release. So that's kind of cool. We like that. We want no hiccups, and of course this team has got a very good record of clean launches. It's pretty cool. With these upgrades, Pulsechain and our protocol are well positioned to gain increased cross-chain visibility and unlock new sustainable revenue streams. So that bodes well for the PCock, right, which is the store of value, the official store of value for the LibertySwap ecosystem. The more products and services, chains, etc., they're earning more fees, right? Some of those they use to pay for gasless transactions, but the rest of it goes into the treasury and is used to build LP and liquidity pools and all sorts of stuff, and buy and burn PCock, I guess, in the future as well. So pretty positive there. So yeah, it's happening today, guys. So we're going to keep a lookout for that. We've got Lady Liberty there working hard. Quite the view of New York from the looks of it as well. And yeah, not bad. Now I don't know if you guys saw this video yesterday. It's been pretty much moving around, trending with President Trump. I think at his meeting 2 days ago, went to look, I think, at the new ballroom construction or something out the window. Now they've put Richard Hart twerking there with the old PCock. So that's pretty hilarious stuff. Great for memes, right? Great for memes. All right, so let's move forward here. We've got some more comments here as well. 2 hours ago, I should say, I have been working on LibertyX documentation alongside protocol development for some time. It has made me feel that Pulsechain could benefit from more community-owned crypto assets with long-term strength. And that's what I've been harping on about, right? I've been going on about that, about we need at least a good half a dozen blue chips on Pulsechain to be investable. People can invest in. We got plenty of pump and dumpers, plenty of memes, plenty of everything else. We just need quality DeFi or other things that are investable that people can all plow into and they'll be sustainable. We have got really good ones. I would name a couple like Vouch. We're going to obviously have Vault coming up. We've got obviously the liquidity swaps, but many of these will be determined on the price trend of Pulsechain. So not all of them will fire in that sense. So obviously we know that. But we've got the projects like that. We've got different risk categories, right? So I might go through that. Actually, we're going to do a list of that. We're going to do it. Okay. It's going to be another show. We got more coins should exist. Projects should consider limiting their own ownership to no more than 20% of the total supply. The rest airdrop it to pre-existing communities like PCock holders. There we go. And of course, we do know that they're going to have PCock staking coming up and airdrops, right? So this is going to be another value pumpamental for LibertySwap and PCock coming up. All right. Let's see. There'll be a clamor for the tokens if they announce that sort of stuff, right? They want to be like, oh my God. I thought I was too late, but I'm not too late now. Let's be like some of that stuff, right? Hey, look, it's crypto. Imagine a peer-to-peer protocol like ProveX or ProveX itself that allows users to buy and sell USDC Railgun using fiat through peer-to-peer trades instead of buying and selling USDC. Pulsechain, Base, or Solana. ProveX plus USDC Railgun equals financial freedom. So you guys can see the vision, guys. These guys are pushing the boundaries, and look, Lady Liberty there is in the cosmos there, dreaming about it. So pretty cool. ProveX coming along as well. They'll be probably the first adopter of ProveX. There'll be 1 or 2 other teams out there that have declared allegiance as first movers. 1 hour ago, with cash balance coming to Phantom and LibertySwap V2 dApps preloaded in Phantom. So Phantom is obviously on the SVM chain of Solana. I'll just give you a background there. Converting fiat USD to USDC on Solana and buying Pulsechain assets becomes cheaper, fast, and effortless. You can also convert USDC on Solana directly into USDC on Railgun with the same ease, privacy, and freedom for everyone. So just think about what's happening here. We've kind of got chains where we've got new people, we've got new liquidity, so we get access to that. There are mechanisms for creating arbitrage across chain by having imbalances, which LibertySwap seems to play at, and capital management efficiency, all that sort of stuff that they do. So it's a pretty professional team like that. But also, you're just encouraging a direction. So as soon as you get price movements, particularly on Pulsechain, that are particularly green, and capital can flow very quickly and easily and in privacy. So that's something that we're going to be looking forward in the future, and that's a matter of X's in price increase and volume, right? So that's something that's kind of laying the foundation. That's the kind of way I see it at the moment with the old LibertySwap there. Kind of cool. What else? That's pretty much it. At the moment, it's still refresh. See if we got anything else from LibertySwap. But good things. That's going to be launching today, guys. USDC is coming to town. So get excited about that. Looks like we had one more little post here about the ZKX wallet. Now, we know that, of course, the LibertySwap is doing a hybrid, right, between a normal wallet and a privacy wallet. So that's coming as well. We got Valiant there with the old crack up there. All right, so I just noticed you got the LibertySwap in your you got the LibertySwap in the your profile there, Valiant. Nice. Liberty finds a way, indeed it does. Any new technology, LibertySwap is bringing into their ecosystem, right? So and fast, rapid integration there. Pretty exciting. Right, so that's LibertySwap coming today, guys. The other thing, of course, is we were very excited and still are very excited for Coin Mafia. This is a ginormous ecosystem. Going to be launching on over 335 chains, something like some people are talking about 380. But this has been delayed apparently due to adding some last changes and some last people apparently to the whitelist. So if you're some of those people that got in, well done. I saw people putting whole little essays into Telegram about how they should join. So all the best to you guys. All the best to you guys. And of course, they're doing some changes, some upgrades to the site apparently. Last moment there. So thanks for your patience, everybody. So that was supposed to launch yesterday, end of day Sunday. Remember. So this is we'll just just wait for this launch. It will launch in due time. Probably not too far away, is my guess. So Coin Mafia, guys, is coming, and I will put a post out about that afterwards and how you can join up to Telegram as well. So that will be on the show there. All right, I've put a couple of those out at the moment. So it is a good old Coin Mafia. Now we've got the monster thread, guys. So we're going to get into that. This is the big finale for the show. We've got week number 36. This is the hottest Pulsechain news. Publication, of course, of the Crypto Night Show. MVS Crypto is the editor-in-chief, does an amazing job week after week, and, of course, is also a promotional lead for the Crypto Night Show. If you are a team out there, you want to get some promotional support, then it's the best offering out there. I mean, it's the best cost for the best promotion outcome. So definitely join up and with us there. So either hit MVS up on X or hit me up as well. So there we go. Let's have a look here. We've got join Emmett today for steady EDI returns on single side staking and popular farm options. I'm going to be doing a farming live stream, and that may be tomorrow even. So stay tuned. We're going to cover the farms and some of the yields that you can get in terms of some people call them passive DeFi yields, and I kind of prefer that as opposed to passive income yields. So we're going to do that as well. Maybe try and pick up all the farms and go through the whole lot with the yield. So if that's something that you like, try and join me tomorrow or the next day. We'll probably cover that. So very, very cool. Now I've got two shows now to do. I got James and Maria, and I got the farms. It's a busy place here on the old crypto, but we love it. We love it. All right, so we got Richard's questions to kick it off. Richard asked the community, how much liquidity do you wish ProveX.com had at launch, and what coins on what chain? So that's got people excited. Now, some people say it's rhetorical, of course, and it probably is. But Richard's open-minded. If he sees a good idea, he'll probably incorporate it. We got ProveX final results. Crypto Solve wrapped up ProveX SAC results with $404 million that had went in, 1.273 trillion points in total, and 74.8% were controlled by the OA Link wallet. So that was the end results for the ProveX sacrifice, Richard Hart's latest sacrifice, of course, for privacy, peer-to-peer solution, and of course that is that finished on the 10th of January. Tablets at the mall. CSQ shared several videos of people grabbing Pulsechain promo tablets in a shopping center. And that was at Gucci. You can see her there, and handing out these tablets as people walk past. A kind of innovative thing to do. So there's many ways that you can spread the word around Pulsechain, right? And that's one of the ones they're doing with some of those promo tablets. Very cool. USDC Railgun live. LibertySwap Railgun, of course, we just talked about that. Deployment is in progress, and that is due today, right? So including Ethereum, Solana as well for instant private deposits and withdrawals. So USDC and ETH upgrades happening there. So look forward to that later today. That'd be a nice little drop. First ProoveX conference is coming up. RH Max there shares updates on the first upcoming ProoveX conference with over 10 speakers booked so far. So that's coming up in February, right? So it's going to be in February, which will be cool. We've got Hex Stake Play sessions. Jake launched Hex Stake Play with gaming sessions on Xbox and giveaway. So he was doing streaming there with playing games and giving away Pulse. I think was it 5 million Pulse, something like that. Giving a shout out to Crypto Coffee and Wild SJ for sharing that around. So that is Jake there. I think we've got a little post there. That is Jake there. Let's have a look at Jake. That's Jake right there. So really cool. This reaches different audiences, right? So it's really great to see, people doing streaming, gaming, and promoting Pulsechain at the same time. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's jump into number 6. Number 6, of course, the Hex conference over the last week was obviously huge news. 4 days, and of course that was from Maddie Allen, and features dozens of speaker panels and community appearances reaching thousands of crypto enthusiasts, probably tens of thousands actually, probably several tens of thousands for sure. We've got a stellar lineup there. We've got Maddie Allen on the left there, Big K in the middle there. We've got Whitney, we've got Rachel there, we've got Access Alive in the middle there, Crispy Man on the right, bottom left, Giga, and of course the famous Mr. Fast Abdul, who was in the chat today. So there we go. And they're all smiling. Getting an image with everyone smiling, that's pretty difficult. But they're all smiling there. Great to see. Tiger Spaces, Crypto God, of course, a rising influencer on the old Pulsechain, held a X Space with Prince talking Pulsechain, Hex, Pulsechain, Richard R, and P Tiger, with appearances from B Roots and Trevor. And apparently that was very productive and very constructive. So several thousand people watching that as well. So or listening to that on the old X Space there from Tiger Crypto God, of course. Now we've got Pulsechain Times. We got this is Triple Dad. Triple Dad there, of course. Triple Dad's going to be involved with CoinWell and Coinaki from Rack and Michelle. So he's those protocols are coming soon, big ones. And then of course Fast Abdul there as well on that stream as well. Obviously with Vault 369 coming. So some big heavyweight players there in the old Pulsechain, bringing us new big protocols. They chatted with Jexa, who's also bought one of our blue chip protocols, Vouch, no one validator. So quite the trifecta of major players there on the old Pulsechain there. And I'm not talking about players, I'm talking about protocol developers. We've got Pulsechain Times there about the top Pulsechain validator. So you can find out some good alpha about the Vouch. Massive Hex Stakes, Ben Sierra, one of our analytical influencers or quants. Ben Sierra reported 30 million Hex staked for 5 days in November across 270 stakes, showcasing consistent belief in X. We'll have the December results out soon, I think. Wu-Tang on Pulse. Mo Mindset. Now, we know Mo Mindset is quite the artist, and he's been in the Monster Thread several times. Well, he's shared his hand-painted art of hip-hop artist RZA. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but blending art and his love for Pulsechain. And it's a pretty good sort of piece of art there. I like the hands out and all that, the Wu-Tang. You got the old Pulsechain sign in there, so pretty cool. And yeah, a great picture there from the old Mo. So big shout there. Mo has done a lot of marketing out in the UK and other places with Pulsechain artwork. Taurus and Unity, Crypto Night Show. That's this show, of course. Interviewed Cryptographics. Cryptographics was one of the large Pulsechain Titanx influencers, but now a really a leading developer in the DeFi space. Taurus, Unity, and of course the groundbreaking collaborative staking coming up. Now the options with collaborative staking are massive. I think they are. We just talked about one or two when we were doing the live stream, but I think collaborative staking's got a big role in DeFi, especially. Imagine getting people in DeFi collaborating rather than competing against each other, actually, or participating with each other in the same protocols, but actually collaborating. There's a lot of options there, right? You can do a lot of stuff with that, I think. So pretty cool. Collaborative staking there. Pretty exciting there. Brennan says RZA created Wu-Tang way back in the 80s. Is that right? I just don't remember him, man. I don't remember him. Maybe it was the 70s, man. The 70s wiped me out. I'm just kidding. I was just a kid in the 70s. We got Internet Money downloads. Internet Money hit 108,000 wallet downloads across iOS, Android, and Chrome, averaging 95 new downloads per day. Woohoo! So Internet Money just going up and away there. And this is kind of in bearish conditions still. So very, very cool there. So congratulations to Internet Money and KG. All right, so positive bridge inflows. And this is a really good story, isn't it? We've got non-stop good stories in Monster Thread this week. What a great start to the year, right? What a great start to the year. Whale Pulse reported positive net flows into Pulsechain from the 8th to the 11th. Now, this has continued on, right? The 12th was also positive. I think it was another 50K. So we're probably over 1.2 million K in the bridge. So it's pretty cool from a Whale Pulse. So yeah, just in a big day, the biggest one was 583K. So that was huge. That was back on the 11th. So this is almost the last day. So lots of good flows there. Probably EHEX dragging us down a little bit, but they actually getting stables and other stuff seems to be probably positive there. So we have a look at what the day was. Let's have a look, see where we got the 13th here. Okay, so the 12th, so we did have the 13th, but it happened to be the first negative day. Well, I guess that makes sense. A negative 156. So there we go. I guess I was asking for trouble when I decided to have a look at that. But yesterday's, the 12th was 54K. So overall we've been up. So if we net out this number here, today's one, then we're still up $1 million since the third was it? So since the third, yeah, something like that. What do I got here? Since the 8th. So we're still up $1 million since the 8th. So that's good news. We'll take that. We'll take that to the bank. Cabana Crypto Happy Hour. Cabana hosted the end of the Prevex Sacrifice Happy Hour with Bunkermentals, Dylan, and Big K. And of course, obviously, you guys know Bunkermentals ran the number one sacrifice on the Prevex for the retail book. Obviously, the OA came in at the end, but that was always expected. There. So Bunkermentals and Dylan, they're pretty happy with that. All right, so Ramp Now, direct payments. Official Ramp Now, of course, one of our main bridges on the Pulsechain, now processes cards, Apple Pay and Google Pay directly for fast, secure buys and on Pulsechain. So pretty cool. So that was from Ramp Now. They're looking to build a wallet, right? They're building a wallet for Pulsechain. So we're pretty excited about that. And they can't be too far away, maybe end of January, maybe. That might come to the market. So we need a good number of wallets. I think we need about half a dozen wallets that are really good. What do you guys reckon? So maybe we're halfway there, are we? Halfway there with that. So are people using OKX wallets, I think, maybe? We've got the Pulse wallets, which is kind of a Rabby wallet fork. And then we've got Internet Money. Let me know any others that you got in the chat. Obviously, MetaMask. But let me know any that have full. We need talking about wallets with full support for Pulsechain, right? That show US dollars and all the extra bells and whistles, portfolio and everything else, NFTs, blah blah blah. So that's kind of what we're talking about there. Honorable mentions. We got Pew Pew. Pew Pew there, a big influence actually. Pew Pew. Pew Pew launched the Benevolence D app. So founder of PewSwap Benevolence, PewSwap there. They got 5,500 followers, so it's pretty good. So yeah, let's look at that. So they interested in new innovative benevolence that powers to the blasters. Never been done before. A philanthropic and 401k style matching never Pew Pew Vaults ecosystem there. Now it's probably a much bigger ecosystem, but go check it out and see what they've got on offer there. Zero Trust talks about zero chat privacy messenger on Pulsechain. That's pretty cool. Now, obviously, Zero Trust is tied into the PCock trifecta, and they're building out lots of different things like news and things like that as well. So there's quite a bit of stuff in the Zero Trust. We'll probably try and talk about them in the future with that. Dr. Doge, she has this, folding home science rigs, is it? Let's have a look here. What's this all about? Oh, he's got his rig set up there. Pretty cool. What do you think? Is this a mining rig? Wrong. This is a folding home science rig. Okay. Instead of useless hashes, these GPUs simulate protein folding to help cure cancer. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. What else there? We got Gar Crypto proposed a sports center with Hex and Pulsechain branding. And this is pretty badass, actually. This is a pretty good idea. And he, of course, Gar does a lot of promotion for Pulsechain, but he's obviously some sort of engineer or something, or project manager. And look, they're potentially considering, if they can, I guess if they can do the funding or however they're going to do it, having a whole sports park here. I believe it's in the UK. I've got to double check that, but we've got Hex.com pictures there. Look at that. That'd be pretty cool. Man, it stands out for sure, right? Hex.com, man. That is the park there. So that was a few of the pictures. I thought it was pretty cool. Total project's £4 million. So it's got to be UK, right? Grassroots brand awareness. Yeah, kind of cool. Now, what we've had so far, we've had racing cars, right? Racing cars. We've had ice boxing, ice boxing with the old, I think we had a little bit of Pulsechain stuff there. And what else? We had something else as well that was big branding. I can't remember it, but that is out there. 7R Crypto, he's doing the Hex Stake Challenge, staking $50 Hex weekly for 15 weeks. So he is continuing on with that. Instead of saying things, he's doing them, and you can see some of the Hex stakes in here. For some of you may not have looked at the old Hex UI, but it's still there, and you can still end your Hex stakes there on the old Pulsechain and Hex. So keep up the great word there from our crypto. So those are the honorable mentions. We do have obviously some top tier project teams. We got Heartwood Dog, Emmet, and RhinoFi right now. So we're going to quickly go through some of those. So Hog, of course, is mooning in 2026. You got to love this artwork, man. This artwork is crazy good. Look at this. Woohoo! Now that's Hog on the right there. But what the heck is going on? And there's some absolute carnage battle of some sort. This is next level stuff. This anime series just keeps going next level every time. So big shout out to Hog out there. The price chart has been pumping on the old Hog, 47% on the pulse ratio. I wonder what it's looking like today, but that's the chart with the pulse ratio right now, sneaking up on people, right? Sneaking up on people. People think, oh, anime, I love it, but then they forget about Hog the chart. Hog the chart there, looking very good indeed. So big shout out to the Hog community there. You can find the contracts and everything for Hog there. Check it out. Maybe pick up some bags for 2026, because as you guys know, Pulse of the Fallen is continuing on. So Pulse of the Fallen Season 1 has been completed so far, and so is the Chronicles of Hog. So you got to go check those out. They're all available. You can check them out on the website for Fallen Season 1, Pulse of the Fallen Season 1. And, of course, here on X, you can find the Chronicles episodes 1 to 7. And I only just finished, I think it was the end of last year, yeah. Now, Chronicles coming up, though. You can see a little sneak peek. So this is a little sneak peek of Pulse of the Fallen Season 2. So it's opening up 2026. And look at the artwork, just badass, man. This is carnage. On that fight, this looks bad, man. It looks so bad. And it looks like someone's zapped off everyone's heads very quickly there. So Season 2 is coming. It's going to be bigger, bolder, and, of course, more Hog adventures ahead. So that's coming up in 2026. We're looking for it very soon. Apparently, we got a little drop there from Hog yesterday saying it's very soon. So very cool. So Hog there. Hog chart is flying. And so is the anime there on Pulsechain. We're very lucky to have it. Big shout out to Hog there. You got chapter 6 and the final chapter 7 of Chronicles in the video there as well. Very, very cool. Now, the other one, of course, is big farms. Now, I'm going to do a farm show because I want to cover all the farms and some of the APRs, some of the innovations on those farms. And that will give people a good video to go to have an overview of all the DeFi farm offerings on Pulsechain. We will try and get through all of them. And just pick off the key APRs, maybe key features, key innovations, because all of them have got something different to offer. And of course, the Emmet Farm has kind of been leading the way there with those incredible, insane EDI rewards. So Emmet Farm has been amazing. Now, not only have we talking about innovation, but they just launched the Emmet Factory, so you can build your own yield empire and dominate the game there with that. So Emmet Factory is now live. It lets you create custom farms like a boss, pump up liquidity, boost your project's TVL, and attract whales effortlessly. There's a future of DeFi farming, and so don't sleep on that. So very, very cool stuff coming from them. They've obviously also got some key fundamentals there around the APR. So you earn high APR yields, single-sided staking, and earn stable coins. So it's very popular. Quality partnerships and collabs. They've got partnerships with just about all the main teams that are like really active and doing things. They're really amazing. Quality partnership and collaborations. And of course, well thought out tokenomics and inflation. Community input via the DAO as well, and you got a cool chart there showing how it all works. So 4% there of the 5% reflection tax goes to the Emmet staking pool for EDI, and of course the farms there are controlled by a master chef contract, and of course that emits Emmet at a very good, clever emission rate there. Very cool. So not bad. All right, what else we got there? We obviously got all the yields at the moment. So you can see some of the top yields right now, from Emmet to PCock to Gelato. What they got there? They got Pulse Bitcoin and ASIC token from that crew with the a Fat Sammy. Very cool. They got Fast Abdul's ink dollar, so you can put your ink and your print in there. Got some very nice APRs there to earn Emmet. And then, of course, they've got the Pulse store as well. 134%. One of the new pools is Randy Alasky, one of the big influencers in Pulsechain, with his Nope no permissions farm. They've got Nope and Emmet together, 152%. So some nice attractive yields there at the moment on the old Emmet farm. So you can sort of see some big names in the pools. So a big shout out to Kairos there, doing some amazing stuff and innovating with this new farm factory. Whoa! I just about got hit with those words. Oh, that's crazy. Damn 3D. Damn 3D. All right, so that's kind of cool. That is from the Emmett Farms. And also, of course, Rhino Farm, right? Rhino Farm is the first combat token in crypto and on Pulsechain. And of course, they have this big Pulse treasury, gets recharged every 28 days. And then they have this buy and burn that burns every 28 days as well. So it's kind of cool. So first combat token there. They've got over 700 members now. I think it's 714 or something. So it's just growing all the time. So you guys can become part of the herd. The old Rhino there. 25 liquidity, PS 60K liquidity, and a charging cycle 7 is still running. I think it's still got about a week to go. So they're earning more pulse and filling up the treasury there. They've also got a reflection tax, right? So that's how it gets funded. Kind of cool. They've distributed over 1 billion pulse rewards so far and burned off 256 million Rhino tokens, which is the main token there. They've also got a farm on Emmett Farms, which is funny. We're just talking about them. Still looking pretty good there, 95, 80% or so on the APRs. Yeah, and things are heating up for the old Emmets. What else? Sorry, the owned Rhino. And yeah, so you can get in there on the Telegram there, join up there. Honestly, they're one of the friendliest communities out there, and they're constantly marketing. So these guys walk the talk. They walk the talk, and a great example to a lot of teams out there to follow suit. So pretty cool. They're also ranking up at the moment on the old PLS folio tracker. So if you want to go vote for them, that'd be really appreciated from that team. They got 1,318 votes, so you can go give them more votes. I think they're targeting how many? 2,000 by February. So get out there and vote for them. That'd be something nice to do for them. And if you're in the community, way to go on that one. So Rhino token there at the moment ends in 6043. Check it out, guys. And these guys are absolutely crushing it. So big shout out to the Rhinofi team there. Look at the videos. They're so good. These guys are pros, man. They're pros. All right, so some cool stuff happening there. Obviously, we've got a few other things around the ProofX conference coming up in the old Monster thread, so check that out. And also, obviously, we've got Sci-Vibe from Richard Hart has been profiled today in the Monster thread as well. If you haven't read Richard Hart's book, you can watch the audio series, I think, with our Wildest J, and also get the book itself on Sci-Vibe. Very, very cool. So check that out. All right, I think the website's there too, is it? I think it is down the bottom here. Yeah, scivive.com. All right, so that's the Monster thread, guys. Don't forget to share it around. This is fantastic for onboarding. 36 weeks now of the hottest news has been documented in the newsletter. So definitely check that out. So share Monster thread number, what did I say? 36. And that is the link there. So bam. All right, looking good. And let's see, we're on live as well, aren't we? So let's go share it on there too. Let's go down to the bottom here and share that as well. Was it read and share? Monster thread. Monster. Yeah, the Monster thread number 36. There we go. Bam. That's it, guys. And don't forget, it's fantastic for onboarding new people. If you're busy during the week, you can catch up on basically everything that's newsworthy happening over the last week. Fantastic. 36 weeks in a row, guys. And of course, I can't wait for edition number 52. That's 1 year, guys. 1 year. So awesome stuff there. Now, obviously, we've also got a little bit of news here around the current results for True DeFi. So True DeFi, there's kind of like an internal institution investing. And these are the latest results for day. What day is it now? I had the day yesterday. What day was yesterday? Was it 2022? 20, something like 23. I hope he puts the days. I'm going to ask him to put the days on because it helps a lot. But it's about 22, 23, something like that. We got Pulse at the moment, 250 billion Pulse gone through DeFi. That includes all sources, including compounding, things like that, not TVL. So not just the source amount of Pulse that's gone in, but the rotation. Also profits from their RSE investing, the institutional investing that they're kind of doing, like institutional investing. Maybe I should come up with a different word, but that's kind of the play. Total volume there is $4 million and average daily volume $11.4 billion, $184,000 average volume there, 15,647 miners. It's kind of a key number. How many people are mining? Basically, the idea of True 2x is to do a 2x impulse on your miners. And the Pulse distributed today $1.81 billion, $29,000. So there we go. And they now control even more of the Emmett Farm single-side staking that we talked about before, where you earn EDI. It looks like over 23%. I can't actually see the amount because it's got the little image editor there. But it looks like just over 23% now is controlled by the True 2x. is True2X buying out all the big protocols? That's another way of looking at it, but that's a powerhouse. It's a powerhouse. We'll keep a lookout for that. Now, we're waiting for more intel from these guys. They're working on some other stuff, so looking forward to that. So that's True DeFi. We'll keep tracking that experience with the old 2X and Pulse. So let us know how your experience is going so far. If you are involved with that, let us know in the chat. We appreciate to hear that. All right, so that is pretty much it. What are we up to now in 10 minutes? Well, it's a pretty much full show. Let's do one more check of LibertySwap, see whether that's launched yet. It's launching sometime today. Let's see if they've got any little, you just never know your luck. We've got an update. Shall we read the update? I think we could. Let's see, is it an update? I don't know. Update, my captain. Let's have a look here. We've got one more comment, so we'll go to that. Wookie says, someone is watching the docker. Someone watched the docker. All right, so we got by channeling all economic activity from LibertySwap, LibertyX, which is a product coming up, and native Railgun instance into PCock. So native meaning that's going to be on Pulsechain, the Railgun solution, into PCock. So channeling all the economic activity into PCock, we create a single gravity point for demand strong enough to drive the token towards a tens of billions market cap, guys. OMG. Now, you guys know if they want to get to, if they want to get to the top 50 on coin market cap, they need what they needed the other day, about a 1.5 billion. So what did we work that out? It was 120 something X, was it? Something like that. Yeah, pretty crazy. So that is the play right now. All right, so guys, hope you guys enjoyed the show. That's pretty much it. So I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.